Okay, so navigating the whole digital marketing world, it can feel a bit overwhelming, can it? Especially when, every dollar counts. And this classic question always comes up. SEO versus PPC. Should you play the long game or go for that instant hit? We're going to dive deep into that today. We've looked at some really interesting source material that honestly challenges that either thinking. The goal here is to cut through that noise and give you the insights you need to figure out what works best for your specific situation, maybe even using both together.
Yeah, it's fascinating how often businesses feel they have to pick just one. But like you said, the source material makes it really clear. It's not a one-size-fits-all answer at all. It really boils down to what are your objectives? What's your industry like? How fast do you need results? And frankly, what resources do you actually have? We're going to unpack all those nuances.
Exactly. So whether you're just starting out, or maybe you're rethinking things for an established brand, or hey, maybe you're just curious about how this online visibility stuff really works, you're definitely going to get some clear takeaways today. Right, let's kick things off with SEO, search engine optimization. People often hear free traffic, but our source talks about it more like the long game for sustainable digital asset building. What does that actually mean in practice?
That's a really important distinction. SEO isn't just, appearing higher up on Google. It's fundamentally about earning trust and authority, not just with search engines, but critically with your potential customers. It's a whole process, optimizing your content, making sure your website's technically sound, getting good backlinks. But the key idea is you're building something durable, a real digital asset. It's not like paid ads where, poof, the traffic stops when the money does. A well-ranked page can keep bringing in interested people for years. It's almost like digital real estate that appreciates.
Digital asset. I like that framing.
Mm.
So what are the core benefits then? The things that really make SEO strategic for the long haul?
Well, first is exactly what we just touched on, that long-term, cost-effective traffic. Once you're ranking, those visitors keep coming without you paying for every single click. Think about what that does to your acquisition costs over time. It's huge.
Right.
Second, and this ties into that trust factor, is credibility. People, generally speaking, tend to trust organic results more than the ads. Studies show it time and again. Organic listings often get way higher click-through rates. It builds the sense of legitimacy for your brand.
Okay, so cost effectiveness and trust. What else?
The third big one is that it compounds. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. Every good piece of content, every quality link you earn, every site improvement, it all adds up. It strengthens your site's authority in the eyes of search engines. And what that means is it actually gets easier over time to rank for new things. It's this amazing virtuous cycle. Early effort pays off more and more down the line.
That compounding effect sounds incredibly powerful. Building momentum. But, okay, every strategy has its downsides, right? What are the big hurdles with SEO? If you're all in on SEO, what might trip you up?
Yeah, the biggest one, honestly, it takes time. A lot of time. Sometimes you see businesses get really excited, they invest in content, and then 3, maybe 6 months later, they're like, where are the results? It's just not an overnight thing. Depending on how competitive your field is, it could take months, maybe even a year or more to really rank well. That wait can be tough if you need sales now.
Patience is key then. What else?
The other thing is, well, algorithm uncertainty. Google is always tweaking things, always. So a page that's ranking great one month might suddenly dip the next because Google changed something. It keeps you on your toes. You really need to stick to solid best practices to kind of ride out those waves. Otherwise, you risk losing visibility.
Right, you can't just game the system. You need a solid foundation. So putting it all together, when is SEO really the star player? Who benefits most from this patient approach?
SEO is definitely ideal if your goal is long-term brand authority. Becoming that go-to name in your field. It's fantastic for generating consistent leads or sales over time, especially if your customers do a lot of research before buying. Think like B2B software, maybe complex services, where people are really digging in. SEO keeps you visible during that whole process. And of course, it's the backbone of any serious content marketing strategy, building that audience, that engagement.
Okay, that makes sense. So if SEO is the patient architect, let's flip the coin. Let's talk PPC, pay-per-click. Our source calls it the power of instant results. Like flipping a switch, that sounds pretty appealing.
It really is. PPC means immediate visibility. Boom. Your ad can be right at the top of Google or in someone's social feed almost instantly. But, and this is the crucial but, it's pay to play. The moment you stop paying, that visibility vanishes. Gone. Still, if you do it right, PPC can bring in high-quality leads or sales incredibly fast. Much faster than SEO, usually. Great for hitting the ground running.
That immediate traffic, quick wins.
Yeah.
That's got to be tempting, especially for new launches or sales pushes. What are the other big draws for PPC? Maybe things people don't always think about.
Well, beyond just the speed, the targeting capabilities are phenomenal, really granular. You can zero in on people based on exactly what they searched for, where they are, what device they're using, their demographics, their interests. Super specific. This means you're not wasting money showing ads to irrelevant people. It drives up efficiency and hopefully conversions, that level of targeting control. You just don't get that with organic search.
Okay, precision targeting. What else?
The other big plus is how measurable and scalable it is.
Yeah.
Every single click, view, conversion, it's all tracked instantly. So you get immediate feedback on what's working and what's not. You can make changes on the fly based on real data. And if something's working, you can ramp up the budget. If not, you scale back or pause it. That agility, that immediate market feedback is something SEO just can't offer in the same way because of the time lag.
That level of control and speed. Yeah. Very compelling. But okay, what are the catches, the risks? It can't be all sunshine and instant results, surely.
Definitely not. The most obvious risk is cost. It can get expensive, fast. It's an auction, right? You're bidding against competitors. In popular niches, those clicks, the CPC, can be really high. If your campaigns aren't optimized really well, or if your website doesn't convert visitors effectively, you can burn through cash without seeing a profit.
So profitability is key. Watch those costs. Any other pitfalls?
Yeah, another thing is ad fatigue. People get tired of seeing the same ads over and over. They just tune them out. So PPC isn't a set it and forget it's kind of deal, not at all. You constantly need to be refreshing your ad creative, testing new messages, tweaking your targeting, adjusting your bids. If you let it get stale, performance drops off. You've got to stay active.
Constant vigilance required then.
Okay.
So if we need that immediate impact, that precise targeting, when is PPC the absolute best tool for the job? Who should really lean into it?
PPC really shines when you need results now. Think launching a new product, you need eyes on it immediately. Or running short-term promotions like holiday sales, Black Friday deals, that kind of thing. You need to capture that demand while it's hot. It's also super useful in really crowded markets where getting organic visibility quickly is just incredibly tough. You can essentially buy your way to the top, at least temporarily. And for startups, with little brand recognition, PPC gets you in front of potential customers right away. Oh, and local businesses, it's huge for them. Dominating searches like plumber near me or best pizza delivery, those high-intent local searches, PPC is perfect for that.
Right, we've looked at them separately, seen their strengths, their weaknesses. But this is where it gets really interesting, I think. Our source strongly suggests that for most businesses, it's not about choosing SEO or PPC. It's about using SEO and PPC. Why is that? Why combine them? What's the power in the mix?
Well, if you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, using both lets you grab those immediate wins with PPC while you're simultaneously building that long-term sustainable foundation with SEO. It stops being about one versus the other and becomes this strategic ecosystem. They actually complement each other. One covers the short-term gaps, the other builds future value. It makes your whole approach more resilient.
An ecosystem, I like that. It makes sense. You're covering both immediate needs and future growth. So let's break down how they support each other. What are the practical ways they work together?
Okay, first off, PPC fills the gaps while SEO builds the foundation. Like we said, SEO takes time and rankings can wobble. PPC makes sure you're still visible during those times. Plus, you can use PPC to target those really competitive keywords right away, the ones that might take you ages to rank for organically. You're essentially renting that space while your SEO catches up. It's like a bridge.
Okay, so PPC acts as a safety net and a gap filler. What else?
Second, and this one's huge, PPC data makes your SEO smarter. Paid campaigns give you instant feedback on which keywords actually convert, what ad messages resonate, which audiences buy. That data is gold dust. You can take those insights and directly apply them to your SEO strategy, refining your content, choosing better organic keywords, understanding user intent much more deeply. It makes your long-term SEO efforts way more effective, less guesswork.
So PPC is like a rapid testing ground for SEO.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Exactly. Third, think about the cost balance. SEO reduces your long-term ad spend, while PPC delivers that immediate ROI. As your SEO improves, you become less reliant on paying for every click. That organic traffic becomes essentially free over time. But PPC is there to drive revenue now for launches, promotions. When you absolutely need quick results, it creates this financial balance, hedging your bets.
Makes sense. A financial hedge.
And you can even use PPC to give your SEO content a boost. Got a great new blog post or guide. It needs eyeballs to get traction. Running a small PPC campaign to drive initial traffic to that content can send positive signals to search engines. People spending time on the page, maybe sharing it. This can actually help it rank faster organically. You're kickstarting the process.
Using paid to amplify organic. Interesting.
Yeah. And finally, retargeting your SEO visitors with PPC. This is classic. Someone finds your site through organic search, maybe browses around but doesn't buy or sign up. With PPC remarketing, you can show targeted ads to those specific people as they browse other sites later. It keeps your brand top of mind, reminds them of what you offer, and gives them another chance to convert. It closes the loop and boosts overall conversion rates significantly.
Wow. Okay. When you lay it all out like that, it really does sound like a powerful integrated engine, not just two separate things running side by side.
Precisely. So ultimately, the right choice, it really depends on your unique situation, your budget, your timeline, your market. If you need results yesterday, PPC is probably your focus. If you're building for the long term, SEO is non-negotiable.
But as we've really dug into today, the smartest strategies often don't force that choice. They blend them, they integrate. So for you listening, what's the main takeaway here as you think about your own digital plans?
I think the key is to stop thinking of them as rivals. See them as partners. Two essential gears in your marketing machine. Understand what you need right now, the immediate visibility, the quick conversions, but also always be building that long-term organic strength. If you possibly can, finding a way to use both SEO and PPC gives you that incredibly well-rounded approach. You get the immediate impact and the lasting results.
Right. And maybe here's a final thought to really mull over. What if you stopped seeing SEO and PPC as just two tactics on a list? What if you viewed them as two sides of the same coin, constantly informing and amplifying each other in this digital world that's always changing? How could really truly integrating them unlock possibilities for your business that go way beyond what either one could ever do alone? Could that create a competitive advantage that's almost unfair? Something to think about. Thanks for deep diving with us today.